Now I'll show you how to do it in the sheet. Please observe. System software. Please observe. Okay. So now let us construct hexagon of 40 mm size. Okay. So here I don't want you to learn this shortcut method. I want you to use it like how you construct normally, or else let us do it normally. Hexagon of 40 mm sides, 40 angle 0, 40 angle 60, 40 angle 120, 40 angle 180, 40 angle minus 120, 40 angle minus 60. Okay, so this hexagon I have constructed of 40 mm sides. Let us put this hexagon in a 4-cornered box. You will get this alignment indicator line, a reference lines. You will get it. So click, 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 and close. So you have to put this hexagon in a 4-cornered box. Get the dimension of the box. Okay, so horizontally it is 80, vertically it is 69.28. 69.28, I can make it round figure as 70. 69.28, I'll make it round figure as 70. So for your reference, I'll name this corner as corner number 1. Let us make this as Times New Roman. This is corner number 1. This as 2. This as 3, and this as 4. Okay. So now let us construct this box dimension first. So I'll not draw any baseline. I'll directly start. 80 angle. What is the angle I said? 30 and 150, right? So 80 angle 30, 70 angle 150, 80 angle minus 150, 70 angle minus 30. Okay. So I've got this thing. So this is the corner which I started. So this corner I'm going to name it as 1. This corner I'm going to name it as 2. This corner I'm going to name it as 3. This corner I'm going to name it as 4. I'm not going to do in your exam. You are not supposed to do this numbering and all. This I'm doing it till you get till you understand. Once you understood, that's all. Okay. So now you see on 1 to 2 line there are 2 corners of hexagon. What is the distance of that from corner number 1 till A? This is 20 mm. Means 2 box gap. So from here to here it is 2 box gap. So in this sheet you had lines. In the sheet you have lines. So directly you can count 1 box, 2 box, and you can name this corner as A, and 1, 2. Here you can name it as B. Okay. Whereas in the system software, I don't have any lines here. So I have to use arc by center point method. So go to arc by center point method. This as the starting point, 20 as the radius, cut an arc. Okay. From this side also, 20 as the radius, cut an arc. Okay, so this is 2 box gap. Now here vertically, what is this dimension? You can see it is exactly in the center of your vertical of 2 to 3 line. Okay, so if you want still confirmation, let us check what is the dimension of this. You can, if it is 70, this should be 35. It is 34.64, exactly in the center. So here I don't want to cut an arc, because when I'm drawing lines, it will show you the midpoint of the line. Okay, whereas 3 to 4, it is same, again 20. Here to here, this is again 20. Here to here, this is again 20. So let us repeat the same. So from here, dimension of the arc, radius of the arc is 20. Same way from the other side, the radius of the arc is 20. Okay. So after this, go to line command, connect it. This is A to B1 connection, exactly in the center. So C to D, D to E, E to the midpoint F, and back to E. Okay, this is the construction procedure of hexagon. Okay, I'll make the remaining lines light so that you'll have more clarity on the observation of hexagon. 0.05 line thickness I'll give. so that you'll have clarity of X. Now, can you see hexagon? Yeah. Okay. Now, what is the axis length? If it is prism, let us see axis length is 100. Okay. So from here, type 100, axis length 90. In the sheet, from each and every corner, you have to draw a line and count 10 boxes. Whereas in the system, I've drawn only one single line. Go to select this lines, hexagon lines, by holding control function. First, click one line, hold the control function, don't leave it till complete selection. Second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line. And now you leave the control function. Now go to move command, switch on the copy option, this bottom end point, put it on tip of this. Okay. Then now go to line command, connect each and every corner of the hexagon. Okay. So this is how you construct hexagon. So any doubt? If you have any doubt, please let me know. I'll help you out with that. Okay. So this is how you get your hexagonal prism. If it is pyramid, I'll show it to you on this only directly, so that it will be easy for you to understand how to place solid one above the other. Now let us assume hexagonal pyramid of same dimension, 30 mm, 40 mm sides, 60 mm axis length. So hexagon of 30 mm sides means again construct hexagon of 30 mm, put it in the box, take the box dimension, construct the base. Okay, now let us assume I have already constructed. Now get the midpoint of this from here to here. Okay, one line is more than enough because hexagon midpoint, it will be the same. You can see here, hexagon midpoint will be the midpoint of the line, so there will be no changes. So one line is more than enough. Now axis length is 60, so exactly in the center, axis length, I'll type it as 60 and enter. Now connect it to each and every corner from here to here, here to this line, here to this line, here to this, and here to this. Now erase bottom face innermost lines. So delete, 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 and this also delete. Here also delete, delete. See, how did I place hexagonal prism and hexagonal pyramid one above the other? Okay, it is simple. So now in this, if you want to make frustum of hexagonal pyramid, that is also easy. Okay, so let us not disturb this. I will show you how to do frustum of hexagonal pyramid, so that again it will be like a repetition. So construct the box, like let us take the previous reference. Box dimension is 80 and 70. So let us construct the box first. So I'll not do any namings now, just observe 80 angle 30, 70 angle 150, 80 angle minus 150, 70 angle minus 30. Okay, so this line, on this line, I have first corner of hexagon at a gap of 20. So I'm going to take the dimension cut an arc. From here also, I have one corner at a distance of 20. So cut an arc. Here also, at one corner, I have 20. So cut an arc. From this side also, at one corner, I have 20. So cut an arc. Okay. So line command, let us reduce the thickness of all these lines. So it will be easy for you to view it. 0.5. So A to B, B to C exactly in the center. C point is in the center. C, this is D, this is E, here also in the center, F, and back to A. Okay, so now frustum of hexagonal pyramid. Frustum of hexagonal pyramid means, let us see the question of frustum of hexagonal pyramid. Bottom face 30, top face 20. Okay, bottom face 30, top face 20, axis length 60. So now axis length, okay, axis length 100. I'm going to give the axis length as 100. Now top face dimension of the hexagon is 20. So 20 hexagon, how you are supposed to do? There are again two methods. One method, draw 20 mm hexagon, put it in the box, take the box dimension, and construct the hexagon of 20 mm sides and draw midline. Okay, click on hexagon, holding the control function, select the hexagon lines, including this midline also you select. Go to move command, switch on the copy option, take a copy of it in the side. Okay, now under move command, you have scale down. Click on scale. In the ribbon bar, scale factor, you have the scale ratio. What is the formula? Required divided by available. What is my requirement? 20. What is the available size of the hexagon that you did? 30. So requirement by available is 20 by 30. So 20 divided by 30. If I type and enter, automatically I'll get the reduced hexagon. Okay. Now go back to move command. Switch off the copy option. I don't require any copy of it. This midpoint should come and fall on tip of this. Now go back to line command, draw a line from top corner to bottom corner everywhere. Guys, if you have doubt, please speak so that it will be easy for me to clarify. If you're keeping quiet, I feel like you people have understood. If you want me to repeat any procedure, please let me know. I'll do it. It's not a problem for me. So this is how you put frustum of hexagonal pyramid. Okay. So any doubt? I'll stop the recording so that file size will not move.